In this episode, I break down how to have a fantastic photo shoot without the drama and with all the fun. If you want to take control of your brand, your image, and your creativity, this bonus episode is for you. I give you the behind the scenes look and teach you how to use what you have and maximize it using my strategic marketing and public relations degree and personal experience from my own photo shoots as a model and organizer. Are you ready? Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Christine Sherwood, the BeautyPro coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self-aware, authentic, and forward-thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the BeautyPro Coach podcast. First thing is, I have never been one to just sit around and watch everyone else get the company, the talent, the opportunities of their dreams, and not me. It's something I've had to work on. It's something that I'm always going to be working on. I've always been a go getter. A huge little insight, let me just share with you really quickly, is that I love concerts. I love having a good time. I love the energy that like lots of people give off. But my thing is if I'm going to go to a concert and pay hundreds of dollars for a ticket, well then I might as well just be the one on stage performing because I know I can do it. I just need the opportunity. And I haven't really put my mind to it enough to be on stage, but any case, that's like a different topic for a different episode, but I just had to share that. Like, this is where I'm at. This is what we're talking about today. And so, with all that being said, when I first got really truly invested in the salon, and I was on that break, if you listen to episode one, if you've heard my story, I talk about, I went on this break to find myself after university. And so I said that this is that time period that I really invested in the salon. And I said, well, if we wait around as a team or as individuals for someone to discover us, quote unquote, we're going to be here a while. And I don't have time for that. Like, we need to make money now. And so I sat with my business partner, AKA my mama, and I discussed what we needed to do. Okay, we needed a purpose, and that purpose to have readily available marketing images to use on Facebook ads, Instagram posters, in salon photos, on the brochures, websites, gift cards, business cards, everything. Okay, so that was like the main purpose. The main purpose is we need to have a bang in this community. We need to get people on our page. They need to be aware that we exist and they need to be booking appointments, okay? That's how we're going to make money. That's how we're going to recruit star stylists. Like, we need to let people know. We need to sound the alarm. And so we did our photo shoots. And let me just tell you that when we were doing these photo shoots, they worked as far as recruiting staff, recruiting clients. It is incredible. There's so much creativity in the air. There's so much high vibes, okay? And it is an excellent team building activity where the staff could just let loose creatively and also be pushed to their limit with the time. Okay. We have, for example, we got 2 hours, we got 5 models. We need to have them prepped, styled, makeup on, ready to go because then the shoot is like another hour. Like I'm not spending all day here. We got 3 hours tops. Let's go. And so this really pushes your team to know their stuff, to get it done, and they'll probably curse you out under their breath. Like, been there, done that. But the final result was fantastic. And so that was another purpose of what we were trying to do with our photo shoots, right? We needed to make a statement in our community, make a bang, build connections, create brag worthy content, not just for us as the owners, but for the clients, for our staff, that they can be proud of their work and show it off and attract potential clients, brides, people in general. It's a like a like a rite of passage, right, for your team and for the stylist because it you're helping them build their portfolio. And so that's what you want to do as an owner, as a leader, as even if you're just working by yourself out of a suite. Think of your future, okay? All right. So then you pick a team or you pick a theme. Oh my gosh, you could pick a team too, whatever makes you happy. But in any case, for our photo shoots that we've done in the salon, we have done Alice in Wonderland theme, Bond with an actual airplane, motorcycles, and antique cars. Okay, that was one of my favorites. We've done bridal shoots with couples and twins, twin brides, punk rock theme with about 7 models, girls and guys. Like, talk about stress level. Okay. The sky is the limit, and it's such a big deal when you put together a photo shoot. It is all of the months and weeks of planning, all of the creative mood boards that you set, that you send out to photographers, to videographers, to marketing people, graphic designers. Like, this is planning. This isn't just you wake up one day and I'm going to do a photo shoot later. Like, you can do that too, but if you like organization, peace, and seamlessness, that's not how you do it. For me, I'm very much a type A personality. I need things planned and perfected so we can go in, out as fast and as efficiently as possible. So, how do you do this anyway? How do you put together a photo shoot? Where do you start? First thing is, ask yourself, what's the purpose of the shoot? I already shared what my purpose was in starting this new tradition in my salon and spa, and it was for marketing. Yours could be just to build your portfolio. It could just be to have the experience. Whatever it is, what's the purpose of the shoot? It doesn't matter if it's a brand new business, a photo shoot, a new service you're offering, you need to know and understand the purpose of having it and offering it out. Love what you're hearing so far? Want to work with me at my salon and spa? Send me a DM on Instagram so we can chat about the possibilities of you working with me and my team. We have stylists from all over. Come work with us, get inspired, and more. Okay, let's get back to the show. The second thing is the theme, if there even is one. All right, you want to make sure you have a theme going. You don't even have to, but for I have found that for me, just being the more organized, the better, because I know where I'm going. I know the direction. I know the frame. I know the line, so I can color inside it or outside of the lines, if that makes sense. All right, so then the third is your models, right? How do you determine how many models to even have? Do you use models? Do you use mannequins? Like, how man or female? What do you do, right? And so we recently, at the time of this recording, we just did our first photo shoot since COVID. And let me just tell you, it was just 2 men, 2 guys, super simple, super easy. And for us and our location where we are in the salon, for some reason, the guys don't know that they can come to our salon and spa and be styled and be handsome and just be able to get the salon experience, right? So that was the purpose for this past shoot that we just wrapped up on this Monday, actually, at the time of this recording. So we're taking those images now and we're putting them on our windows. We're currently rebranding. And so and here's an idea for you in your salon, instead of a regular window tint, okay, we are getting this special kind. It is a window tint, but it's like a 2 for 1, right? So we are advertising our work and we're blocking the sun. And so people can, when they look at the storefront, they see the images of the work that we've done. And then if you're in the salon looking out, you can see out of the windows, but people can't see in. And so that's a really cool idea. When we first discovered it, we were like, yes, sign us up. And so there's that. But anyway, the more people that you have involved in a photo shoot, the more stressful, the more drama, the more divas come with the territory. And so you really got to choose your models carefully. And thankfully, in the hair and the beauty business, hair, makeup, lashes, whatever it is, you have to keep it simple because you're worried about your skill set, your technique, what you're trying to show, and you don't need any more stress. You need to be stress free for you as a creative to create. Consider your models. Are they clients who actually are very attractive? You want to attract more people like that into your salon. Your clients are going to be totally different than my clients. Your ideal clients are going to be different than my ideal clients. Your look, the attraction, all of that is going to be much different than me, than your neighbor. And so it's not anything but to attract more of the same ideal client that you want for your business. Okay? You want to get clients or models who are going to brag. They're going to lift your reputation up. You don't want models who are going to be demanding, not follow the instructions for the look that you're trying to create, not you don't want models who are going to be trying to sell their business during the shoot, solicit or try to purchase images from the photographer in the middle of the shoot. This is a true story. This has happened to me. It's like, what are you doing? I told you XYZ and you came up with ABC. No, thank you. Next. And so really think about that, okay? Your styling team, your hairdressers, your photographers, your makeup artists, okay? Think of these people. Will they need models to come in with a certain type of hair for a certain type of look? Are we talking thin hair, thick hair, curly hair, whatever? Be prepped, be styled the day before. So the day of, all you have to do is minimal work. Shape the hair, place the hair, makeup, the lashes, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? The less, the better. Your photographer and videographer, these people, they need to understand you. If you need to send them mood boards, vision boards, they are different. You need to have one-on-ones with them in person, on Zoom, whatever. They need to understand your vision because they also are visual. So you need to be on the same page. Can they capture what you see without you trying to pull it out of them too much? In other words, are you pulling teeth with your photographer? Because if you are, you got the wrong one. Okay. Is your photographer going to promote your business more? Are they reliable? Like all of these things. Like this is a fast-paced interview process with each piece, and each piece is a moving piece and it is its own entity, and you have to make sure that this is your brand and it comes out looking phenomenal. Okay? All of these questions is why it's so important to do the purpose work, like why am I doing this, before you actually do it. There is nothing worse than not knowing what you want and seeing every image the photographer captures as ugly, you're frustrated, you're annoyed, you're like, oh my God, like you're just like pulling your hair out of your head because he's not understanding. Like everyone gets frustrated, tired, and irritable, all because you don't know what you want at the shoot. All right. Think of your own clients who can't describe the kind of cut and color they want from you. Okay. It's the same thing. All right. I mentioned props before. I mentioned we had an actual plane and we had antique cars at this photo shoot that we did. And you're probably asking, how the heck did this girl get a freaking plane? Are you kidding me? Well, I simply asked. Like, if you're looking for the secret sauce, I asked for what I needed. Like, the worst thing that they can say is no. And then you just got to change your plan a little bit, you know? Like, be prepared mentally, emotionally to change it up. Okay. Um, a question you got to ask yourself that even I sometimes take for granted is, what's in it for them? Why would anyone let you borrow their stuff for your benefit? Like, what? Right? Like, why would those people at the airport let me borrow their plane? Why would the models be a model? Why would my team want to do this? It's what's in it for them. And you got to constantly be thinking of that with everything that you do everywhere. And so, where my salon is, we have a world internationally famous airport, which, you know, I'm not thinking about these things. Like, I don't know that, but I found out. And skydivers come from all over the world, apparently, and they jump out the airplane here. And I simply asked the people who do the skydiving, I was like, can we just borrow a plane? Can we do that? And here's everything that you're gonna get from us. And so what they were getting from us was we were gonna be promoting the company, the skydiving company, the airport. We were gonna give the managers of the airport as well as the skydiving company um, credit in all of the images that wherever we put them, their name was also going to be on there. A free haircut. I know, gasp. Like, what? You're giving away a free service? That is a no no. I got it. Yes, I know what you're saying. I know. But what a huge leap, right? Because we never offer free services. But listen, there's a time and place for everything. And if you want something bad enough, you gotta offer something undeniable, right? An offer they cannot refuse. And so that's what we did. And doing these events, these photo shoots, there's always a lot of tension, a lot of confusion. Everybody all wants to have a say. They're all looking for someone who's in control of the situation. And you, as the leader, it's up to you to have that information, the props, the release forms, payments done before the day of the shoot. The day of the shoot is strictly meant for creativity, for your vision to come to life, for your life purpose to take anchor and hold. And this is not the time to be scattering around, scrounging for pennies. He said, she said, no, 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 no. Like nobody has time for that. Okay. And the more organized you are, the better. And a key thing in any kind of event planning is you want to plan backwards. So you set the date of the shoot, you set a backup date in case of weather problems, and you work your way backwards to your present day. And doing that, you're getting the timeline good, you're getting everything that you need, you're not missing any details. Okay. And in all of this, you're probably wondering like about the budget, right? When do you do that? Like it's the budget and then when do you do this? And so always think free, as far as the budget goes. Do everything you possibly can for free. And then think 6 months ahead of time. The whole point of doing these and collaborating with other people is you're creating relationships and connections. You're over delivering on your under promises. Okay. And that creates magic. And so for this photo shoot with the airplane, we actually borrowed tuxedos from a local tuxedo shop. The ladies wore former prom gowns, which were beautiful. They had their hair cut and prepped from the day to 2 days before, so it looks fresh. And at the end of the day, regardless of location, regardless of the props, the whole point is hair and makeup. So in reality, nothing else matters. We just want the hair and makeup shot. And while the plane and the props and the, tuxedos and the fittings and all of that stuff is fun, we just want to show off what we can do, the hair and makeup, and that's it. Hey, babes, before we wrap up this episode, I just want to say if you're thinking of working with me one to one for your salon, your spa, or just need someone to hold you accountable, message me on Instagram about my 1-to-1 3-month coaching program. I'd love to help you in any way I can to get you to your version of success in and out of the salon and spa. Coaching truly helps you have peaceful self awareness and seamless day to day progress on whatever you're doing. Okay, let's get back to the episode. While you do as much as you can for free, in other words, like the tuxedos it was like a trade off, and you got the hair and your makeup from your team. And then the cars, I think a client had some really old fashioned cars. Like, do as much as you can in that regard for free so you don't have to pay anybody to use anything. Like, use your resources, be resourceful. But make sure that your photographer also has their own media release forms. Okay, well, you have all of this stuff for free. Make sure that everybody is signing a release form with you and your salon. Make sure they're signing release forms with the photographer, because let me emphasize this, okay? Do not have a shoot, any kind of photo shoot, videography shoot without a release form. I cannot tell you how many times models try to pull a fast one on my company, on any small company, thinking that they can get away with it. This is your photo shoot. This is your brand. This is your photos that you paid for with a photographer. And depending on the photographer, like, you own the images, not the model. Like, you're the boss here. They don't really have a say. If you want to gift a photo to the model or a couple shots, you can. If you want to split the image profits between you and the photographer, do that. Try it. The whole point is, don't let a model who is getting XYZ in free services take even more advantage of you. Okay? That's a huge no no. If you have to write out an invoice and break down all of the free services that these models are getting and to show them the monetary value, do it. Okay? I've had to do it, and then people kind of like, "Oh, that's how much." Like, "Yeah, this is my livelihood," right? So my point is, this is your moment to do whatever you want on whoever you want and be as creative as possible with it. This is your time, not the models. Okay. Let me just say, I hope you go out there and put to practice what we are talking about in this episode. And you know what? Feel free to tag me in your next photo shoot. Right? If this episode of the Beauty Pro podcast totally influences you and inspires you, please let me know that. Like, I want to know. I want to know, the inspiration behind your moment. And this episode is based all on my own personal experiences. So, if you've had a different experience, I would love to know what your experience with photo shoots are, whether it's good or it's bad. Send me a DM on Instagram at the Beauty Pro Coach, or email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com. everybody will have a different experience. And so this bonus episode is really just me sharing my experience. So I hope you loved this bonus episode. It's something that's not talked about too much, and yet it's such a valuable moment to have as a beauty and barber pro trying to build a local network, advertise, build a brand, and create a name for yourself. And so if you want more inspo, send me a DM on Instagram and let's connect. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the BeautyPro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue bringing the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The Beauty Pro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.